Do you play Geometry Dash? If you do, would you say that Geometry Dash is one of the hardest games to ever exist? Geometry Dash is one of the hardest games out there. People debate it all the time against different games like Roblox,
Rocket League,
Osu, you name it. But people debate that it's the hardest game of all time. Whether or not, your opinion will change when you reach the end of this video. Whether you're a Roblox fan, GD fan, Osu fan, you name it. But Geometry Dash, it may not be as hard as people say it is. First, let's compare it to Rainbow Six Siege. The rankings go from Copper to Champion. Some percentage of people argue that Rainbow Six Siege is harder, and some percentage of people argue that GD is harder. But let's see some stats on both games and the history of both. Rainbow Six Siege has had a lot of history, with its major popularity being from Jinxie, causing the skill ceiling to rise since he popularized the game. Let's start off with mechanics of the game. Pixel peeking. Since Rainbow Six Siege has came out, people have always tried to master peaks. It's been one of the most important mechanics and one of the hardest in Rainbow Six Siege. Recoil management. The guns in Rainbow Six Siege have to have precise control and consistency, and to be as still as possible. This mechanic is somewhat hard, but not the hardest to master. Psychology. You're probably wondering, how does Rainbow Six Siege focus on this category of skill? Psychology is a major role in Rainbow Six Siege. Let's say you're about to rush into a bomb site. You think that the person's probably going to be peeking, looking for a shot to kill you. So you decide to go another way, but you think he might be coming there. There's also audio in this, which also plays a huge play. But you think he might come from there. So you go the other way, and it's an endless loop of overthinking, and that's why psychology plays a big role. Also a whole bunch of other mechs in the Rainbow Six Siege. I'll have to talk for a whole hour to explain it all. Next, let's talk about some Roblox games. Flood Escape 2. Now, not many people know about this game. I think barely anyone knows this game, but Flood Escape 2 is widely considered the Geometry Dash of Roblox. The punishment of both games are pretty spot on with each other. Flood Escape 2 has had mechanics like sliding, jumping, running, wall hops, you name it. It came out in 2017 as I started to play this game at that time. In the beginning of time, you had simple mechanics like jumping and running, and it wasn't as complicated as now. But since then, a lot of more mechanics have been added, and the skill ceiling has increased massively. There even has been rip-offs of levels in Flood Escape 2 being from Geometry Dash. The difficulty ranges from easy to ethereal, which easy having not so complex timings, to ethereal being very high punishment and very limited room to make mistakes. Now, Eternal Tower of Hell. This game is widely argued, with some people saying it's harder than Geometry Dash, and the opposite. Eternal Tower of Hell is a game often compared to a platformer from Geometry Dash, with the mechanics being similar to a mix of Flood Escape 2 and platformer. This difficulty ranges from easy to unreal, with easy just being a simple obby and not having complex timings, and unreal being pixel frame perfects allegedly. Punishment, jumps, wall hops, wall wraps, and a whole bunch of other mechanics that make the game extremely difficult, with it being one of the top games argued with its difficulty. Now, let's move on to a rather different but difficult game. Rocket League. This game is rather unique compared to the rest of the games as we reviewed. Rocket League came out in originally 2014 as Supersonic Acrobatic Cars, and the official game, Rocket League, was released in 2015, having hard mechanics that are hard to master like aerialing, jumping, hitting the ball. In 2017, the reset was invented. It was originally going to get patched because it was a glitch where you get under the ball when you aerial, and you place your 4 wheels on the ball, which tricks the game to think you're on the ground. This changed the game completely, with players discovering new mechanics left and right. Rocket League has mechanics like resets, aerials, boosting, breezy flick, musty flick, psychos, backwards flick, 45-degree angle flick, control, double tap, triple tap, wave dash, zap dash, horse dash, and a whole lot of other mechanics. The ranks ranges from bronze to supersonic legend. This game is argued with the skill level being compared to Geometry Dash, the final game. OSU. OSU is a fast-paced clicking powder game with hard timings, high control, and high CPS. This game is one of the hardest and one of the most argued games out there. Its mechanics like spinners, sliders, aim, speed, and stamina Now, for the final question, is Geometry Dash the hardest game to exist? Well, it mostly depends on your perspective. I think a game like Rocket League is harder, but it all depends on your perspective. But if you're going to look at videos, you want to look for a straight answer because everyone has different opinions. That will sum it up for this video, and if you enjoy more content like this, like and subscribe.